Hello everybody, Mr. BadMae here with another ATS video for you guys. Today we're going to be looking at a new truck. Well, new for me anyways. This is the Peterbilt FLX by FLX Mods. This is the 359, which is the first of this particular model truck I've seen for ATS. I've seen other YouTubers cover it, and it looked extremely nice. So I wanted to pick it up, check it out for myself. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and thrown a custom skin on here for myself and for the VTC. So she's looking pretty spiffy. Go ahead and turn her on. All right. She's looking pretty nice. So I wanted to jump in and walk you guys through the build menu. Obviously, this one I have in a day cab configuration. But we're going to jump in and take a look at everything that comes with the truck. So let's get at it. Go forward, not backwards. All right. So that's the truck as she sits right now. That is a built-out day cab. And then inside, she also looks pretty nice. That's kind of what she looks like right now in my current configuration. If we jump over here, starting from the beginning, and I will be disabling all of my other mods as we go through here because I want to show you guys what the truck comes with, not what you can put on it. As you all know, you can put just about any mod on any truck with enough effort. So I want to show what comes with the truck. Right now we have the day cab. There is a 36-inch Mercury sleeper. So if you're into the old school feeling, there's a 60-inch Mercury sleeper. Again, the chrome sleeper back there. We jump in, we take a look at the sleeper. Very old school feeling. If you're into those old school trucks, you'll definitely like this one. And then here's the regular 36-inch. I do like that look as well. And then the 63-inch, which I think is a fan favorite. And as far as chassis go, matter of fact, let me pick. I've built this one already. Let me pick the 36-inch. We'll go with this guy. So then if we look at chassis, he's got a couple different options. So like your regular 6x4, if I get here on the side, you can look at it. If I could do the EXHD, that's going to lengthen the nose. So if you want a very long nose truck, you can do that. And then there's the 6x4 long, stretches the whole truck. And then you got the long plus the long nose, right? Super big. And then you have lowered options. So again, lowered and regular. Quite nice to see. Don't see that on too many trucks out there. I found a handful recently to have it, but it is very nice to see. Let's see. So his engines, I'm going to go ahead and remove my own. So his engines, I do believe default engines are from Creech Bomb's Super Pack, I think, or Mega Pack. And then he has some others thrown in here. A whole variety of engines to pick from. So if you don't want to run any extra mods, you could just run his truck and be completely fine. There's a 735 cat there. I'm sure that one sounds good and probably runs fine. For me, I usually run my own engine since I do make them. So I have his truck supported and I have all the BadMae stuff in there. And all of my sounds personally are coming from Creech Bomb or Slav Jerry. But again, he has a bunch of engines in here. Same thing with transmissions. Turn mine off. All the transmissions from 10 speeds, 10, 6, 18, right? You have a lot of variety in here. So I'm sure you can find something that works for one of those engines. We'll go ahead and leave mine alone. All right. So I do have, actually I did not do a skin for this. So all of these are his skins, come with the truck. I do quite like that one. And this is without changing the colors. That's actually quite nice as well. blue and orange just looks sharp. Quite a few paint jobs. I won't spend too much time here. You got your metallics, custom metallics. We'll go with the blue and orange one. We'll just leave it there. And now here on the truck, I'm going to go ahead and disable. I'll leave the base stuff because you guys would all have those. All right. So now we're looking at just his stuff that comes with the truck. Where to start? So his grill options, again, he has painted chrome and aluminum options for pretty much everything. So let me remove this here first. That's his winter cover. We're starting with the grill. Again, you have standard chrome, the different chrome here. Out of this mode. He also has the same but painted. The same but painted, and it he also has them in aluminum. And then you can change here. Again, you've got aluminum, chrome, and standard in each option. You also have no grill, so that would just show the backing. He has this Decepticon thing as well. I do wish you could backlight this. I think that would look kind of cool, but it's cool nonetheless. He called it this the web spider. To me, it kind of looks like a Decepticon. It looks cool. And then you could throw a winter front on it if you wanted. So we go with the white winter front. It's not bad. Probably not how I'm going to run this particular truck, but that's not bad. Let me just go black. Go with a clean look, maybe. Then he's got marker lights. I do believe they're over here. Yeah. So you have aluminum, chrome, painted, right? I'll just leave those chrome. You do have these little covers on the front, and of course you can change them between various different colors. Again, I think I'm going to leave them black just to match that in the front. His headlights are something special. Let's see. Whole slew of options. And I have thrown my own headlight upgrade in this truck. So if you're a big fan of my headlights, again, I do support this truck. Any one of these lights is supported, but what he's done with these lights, I haven't really seen too many other places. I think a couple of trucks have maybe done something similar. But essentially, this is your headlight, and then you get to pick your blinker, your headlight lens. So if I want, black projectors, or I could do straight projectors, that's going to change what it looks like. I could do a classic lens if I don't want projectors. So give me the classic look. And then up here is your visor. So if you want a visor, you can put that on. And you can see right there's the little visor. So I'm going to go ahead. I will leave the visor. I'm going to go here. I do like my projectors. And then here at the bottom, you could change this between chrome or aluminum, or if you want a guard, you can get rid of it and just put a guard on. Bumpers. He has everything from 18, I think, up to a 24-inch bumper, actually. He's got your buzzards, your box ends, see, a whole bunch of options. And again, everything is aluminum chrome, aluminum chrome options. He even has some that are rusted. So if we look at like those, you know, maybe I won't save this truck, but if you look here, you can see it's kind of like the rust has been underneath of the chrome. It's kind of cool. If you look at his windshield, even he's got dirt on his windshield. Not something you see on a lot of trucks. I really appreciate that little detail, especially being an older truck, right? So that is, oh, he's got his flaps and stuff up here. If you want your flaps hanging off the front of the truck, again, that depends on the bumper. You don't get that on all bumpers, but that one you do. Your hood ornament. So everything from the bull to a duck to your handles, the flying pig, right? Whatever suits your fancy. Hood trim. So what is hood trim? Hood trim is this metal piece that goes down the center, often found on older trucks, especially the ones that the hood used to open up from the side. I don't know if this truck does. It very well may. It looks like it does. So you would unstrap that and pop the hood, but this helps hold them together. You can have it painted chrome or aluminum. On this particular truck, it does look good as chrome. Here you have the Peterbilt icon. Just gotta find the button. Well, we'll get to the button in a minute. But you have front mirrors or nose mirrors, whatever you guys want to call them. Again, chrome and aluminum options. Here we go. Excuse me. So we have all the old style emblems. So the Old Glory, the Inferno, Indiana. Right, he did an exceptional job on these. It's really nice to have these type of options. So if you have, you know, nostalgia, this truck can definitely hit on it. Right. I think that about does it for the front. I'm sure I've missed some things, but that's okay. You guys get the idea. This truck's extremely customizable. Your lights can go in here. He's got watermelons for green, orange, purple, and white that come with his truck. It, of course, supports other lights as well. I have lights in there right now from Jasper's. That's my choice. But if you only had his, it would still look good. You just have to find colors that work for you. Let's see. His filters. So you can change these. Right now I have the standard chrome painted ones. You could do straight chrome, aluminum, or if you want to go with a bigger filter that's not like this, you could do this guy here. Right, more of a traditional straightforward filter. It's wanting me to kind of jump inside the truck, but I'm not ready for that yet. Your tanks. So I put this little tank up here in the front. If you wanted, you could have steps. Right. So lots and lots of options here. Your rear tank, you got 4 different tanks there to choose from. And you have tank covers for both the front and the back. So if you wanted to put tank covers here on the front, but not the back, you could do that. Or if you wanted them both, you could stick them like so. And then the front tank has the same thing. Now, he also has side skirts here that has lights. You can see you can get a note on the back of the cab, which is neat. So again, his lights are all here. And his lights don't look bad either. Let's go ahead and put some of his lights on. So let's just do light green. I also have not had any light issues with this truck. You can see the quality of his watermelons are quite good. I may actually, you know what? I'll just build this out with his lights. We'll do that. Let's just see how they look. We'll just make everything green and go from there. Change it up later. Let's put these all green too. Maybe we'll make some purple in here, just for a variety of color. Then you have your exhaust. We got this little shield on here. I do quite like this. But you can get much taller exhaust. Let me see if I can find those. His exhaust, he did something interesting. So here at the bottom, underneath the truck, right here, you can choose if you want a 90 turn or a 58. So we go with the 90. It'll do that. The 58 is more of a gradual turn in. Quite interesting. I haven't seen that on any other truck. I'm sure maybe there's one out there that does it, but this is the first I ran into. So background lights for him are going to be the floorboard light in the cab. So because we're a blue truck, I'm going to go ahead and leave this as light blue. Tie it all together. And then if I wanted to, I could paint this. So if I had a chrome filter, I could have a painted strap. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm looking for fender steps. Little step there. May as well put one on this side. I have one there. And then up here in the front, let's go ahead and do, those rectangles look like, oh, does he have watermelons here? He does. So we will do a green. We'll do purple down here. Then I'll do a purple here. I want to mix it up. And we'll do a purple here. Right on the bend. It may not look the best, but we'll tweak it. We'll go with that. Alrighty. Getting there. So his mirrors. He has a couple different options. Again, chrome and aluminum tends to be his thing. If you go with damaged, this is a unique thing to this truck. Maybe it's on this side. His mirrors are actually legitimately damaged. So you can see, I can't zoom in, but you can see the cracks here. This one seems okay. I would just run my normal, but it's kind of neat. If you want to make a damaged truck, you can. Mirror turn. If you don't want this mirror, you could exit out. Oh, nope, never mind. That's his turn signals. Okay. His little thing here, you can change. I'm going to leave it alone. His antennas are animated, by the way. We got on both sides. His visors are removable. So you could have them up there if you wish, or I just took them out. Maybe little hanging things there. Change your top hood if you wish. Your top visor. So that visor, the CV cable. So if you don't want a normal visor, you can run these super big ones, right? So if you're into this kind of stuff, he has support for it. He also has your normal, bow ties and straights and all that kind of stuff. None that I saw that have light hookups. So your lights are going to be limited to the top of the cab, but that's all right. This chrome does look really good. Painted is not bad. I do prefer standard old painted one here. This guy. I prefer my visors as small as I can get them. But that's me. That's a personal thing. Um, Top of his truck. So obviously he's got light hookups up here. Let's go change these because I'm going to run his lights. Um, does he not? Alright, we might have to make an exception and do green and purple on top because I'm not seeing. You could run legacy lights, but run LED orange lights. That could look okay. We'll go with this LED orange for now. What's this grab handle? That's the side of the cab. That looks fine. Sorry about that. I actually clicked on the wrong thing. Dome light. So this is inside if you want dome lights. We're doing green and purple, so maybe it is a blue truck. Let's do sky blue. We'll see what that looks like when we get inside. He's obviously got his horn adapters. You have some horn options. You're picking up some from my sound fix pack, but I do believe you would have these ones, Legacy especially. That's what I have on the truck. It fits the era. Exhaust. Oh, excuse me. I gotta wake up. Need coffee. It's one of them days, chat. So if we want to go super tall, we could do that. And he's got these nice little holes up there. I do quite like those. Wonder. Let's find. Is that his shortest one? Maybe we'll go with that. Why not? It's different. Sleeper dome light. I'll put it in the sleeper. That's what we'll do. We'll put the blue light back there, and I'll remove it from the front. I don't want to be blown out of the cab by light. Personal preference, of course. When you get the truck, and I do highly recommend you get the truck, if you're into Peterbilts or just high quality mods in general. You can build the truck however you like. So you got your beacons up there. In this case, I'm probably not going to run them. They don't look like they connect to the day cab just fine. Looks like he may be floating here a little bit. So we're going to pass on the beacons, which is not a big deal. You could put special decals on here if you wished. I haven't modded these up to put anything of my own on here, so I'm not going to run them. But if you're a fan of the DOT stuff, you can put that on there. This rail. Okay. I think we're looking pretty solid. We looked at his mirrors already. That's his turn signal. More decals. So if you want more DOT stuff on the side of your cab in this case, right, you could do that. Yeah, you could put your stuff in there. You're going to have to mod it up as a skin though. Let's see. Tank covers we already went over. That's the thing at the bottom. Lettering, grab handles, beacon, more tank covers, tank options. The back here, you have your flare, your flaring standards. These are the wings. So if you don't want your wings, you can take them off. I usually run the wings. And then here's your headache racks. Pull up doors. He's got the merit stuff here. Quite nice. And if I do recall, I think this one, yeah, you can put different drawers and stuff on it. Right, little compartment. Just for a different look. Quite like that. It's quite nice. And various different options. A lot of these I would run with a day cab, but may not necessarily with this one. You know what? This one looks okay. And, some of these look okay. This one's not so bad. It is sitting in front of my. I'm gonna leave it. We'll skip that. Go ahead and put handles on here. Head with guard. Actually, we'll go without the guard. I'll do light bar. Reverse. We'll do a light bar. I know. His trailer cables, I have deck wood on right now. It kind of gives it that bowling alley look. I really like this. I haven't seen this on another truck. But he does have your standard ones, your deck plate, painted and all that kind of stuff. So you do have options. You can go with diamond, right? And that's giving you your little pogo stand. I like the wood. Not like that, but So here you put on some horns, some stairs, boxes, whatever you like. I personally like the horns. I thought they were unique. Again, I haven't seen them anywhere else. Very much an old school Peterbilt thing. So I thought it was kind of neat. Mud guards or fenders. I do like the chrome covers I have on, but he's got halves, chromes. He's got the rounded ones. Those aren't so bad either. Maybe we'll go with that. Just something different. Always swap it around. And then his tires. Let's see. These are CT moddings. I don't know why they're being pulled in. Oh, well, we're on base tires. Hold on. We need to go to his rims, I'm pretty sure. Let me find his wheels. Let's just go with so many wheels. Okay, well, he does have wheels. For now, I'm going to go back to my Trilex wheels these are from the Steam Workshop. These are free wheels. I just prefer them. But a lot of people like their Alcoas. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just old classic. And then let's see. He does have underglow on this truck, but is it on this model? It might only be on the day cab. It's either that or I am missing it. Now, he does have a decent amount of bumper options. So if you're into like the low bumpers or the T-wings or sweeped or whatever, he's got options for all that. I'm pretty standard, so I just run the general bumper. One thing I did find on his truck that I found quite interesting, get to that in just a moment, is right here his license plate. Drop down here. You can actually customize each and every letter on the license plate if you so wish. I've made mine on the YouTube channel. So there you go. And of course, Illinois is coming out, right? So I chose his Illinois plate. Let me go ahead and just slap some lights on here. Again, I'm going to keep it limited to his versus other. There. And we're just going to do green, green. We'll just do green all the way across. Maybe we'll do white in the middle. No. You know what? We'll do purple in the middle. Shouldn't have done watermelons. That looks a little bit ridiculous. Bump ladder. You have a little ladder on the front, or you can do your bottom plate if you want even, more like custom license plates or more lights, whatever you're going for. Go ahead and fix these lights. Just do. We'll leave them. He doesn't have any other colored options, so we'll leave them. But again, if you have any light mods, you can get them to work. Hey, look, we got light guide lights. And again, they're bumper specific. So in this case, we have them. Throw those on. Looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. We do have the 36-inch cabin here. And it's got all of my modifications still from before, which is great. Other than the material here, I need to find the node. My one thing that he could improve is the interior options, at least on colors. But I'm just nitpicking because you don't look at this too much. Sleep liner. I usually go with blue, and I just leave her there. There you go. You can also two-tone the seats. So here I have black interior. I could go red if I wanted. I could go brown. You get the idea. Changes the middle. And then this other one changes the outside. So whichever option you want to go with, you can throw chrome on the dash. So that's no chrome. That's chrome. That's my filters outside. That's for an air filter. I'm not sure how that would even look. Okay, it's kind of like a magnet. Put an alien on it then. You got your bobbleheads and all that stuff if you want to run those. I don't usually. Your dash, this is the top right here. Mine's currently red if I want to do white or something like that. That's not so bad either. That could be okay. I'm going to leave it red though. I like that look. The insert, so what's blue right now, I could go red. go wood. Make them all white, black. I did that for a little bit. I'm gonna go back to blue. I quite like that. Your keys, you could have keys in there, keys out. This background light, I just leave it blue. If you want a shifter, he does have shifters. Not a fan of them myself, but I know a lot of people are. Again, the materials look good, right? He did a really good job on them. I just don't personally care for them. For the flooring, you either have carpet or you have floor wood. And then if you do wood, you could have rubber or wooden mats. I quite like the rubber ones. And then this could be chrome or standard. And he has a whole slew of steering wheels in here. A lot of them are in the native wheels to ATS. I think he has, yeah, like the classic wood wheel, Peterbilt standard, all those guys work in here. If you have Harbin's chain wheel, I think it works in here too. And then your dash kits, you can have them standard, which I do, or you can throw a kit on there with a little lip over it. And yeah, I think that about covers it. Speaker, you'd have a cover or no cover. I think that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this truck. I think I didn't buy a new truck. I changed up my day cab. Whoops. So I'm going to have to redo my day cab. Oh well. That's how she looks now. That's actually, I quite like his lights. They're not bad. His lights are not bad at all. But yeah. And then she drives extremely well as well.
Caution, please mind the speed limit.
So yeah, if you guys were ever curious about the Peterbilt FLX and what all it entails, that is the truck. I do highly recommend this truck. There is one last thing I forgot to show you guys, and that's because I currently have it set up as cup holders. But in the interior, if you want, right here, you can do your air vents as chrome or red, you know, whatever color you want, you can have in here. I don't run them because they block my mirror over there while I'm driving. So I just leave them as cup holders. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, that has been the Peterbilt FLX. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this video was helpful. And don't forget to like and subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Oh, also the panels are changeable. Forgot to mention. Sorry, fellas. Video's going to drag on forever. Anyways, it is highly customizable truck. Highly recommend the truck, whether you buy it or not. If you don't mind going over to his website, which I'll leave in the description below. Give him some praise. Thank him for the truck, the hard work, all that. These things do take a long time to make. I saw on FLX's Facebook, I think he's doing A379 as well. He mentioned that late last year, so I'd be curious to know how far along he is with that. Really looking forward to that one. And when it's available, I'll make sure I pick it up and give you guys a look as well. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's been helpful. And stay safe until next time. Keep on trucking, and we'll see you then. Take care.